Next article I wanted to talk about is titled, God Took Prophetess Kat Kerr into the Near Future and Showed Her Trump Back in the White House. This article is from October 22nd, 2021 on rightwingwatch.org. We've been hearing about Kat Kerr for a while. I've been talking about her for forever. I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a refresher on who she is before we actually hit this article and the video clip that goes with it. So let me give you a reminder. This clip is all the way back from early August 2018. Give this video a watch and see what she had to say for herself.
Yeah, Trump will be there for 8 years. I'll throw it in for free. Pence for 8 years, that's for free. And whoever Pence picks as vice president, 8 years, that's for free.
Uh-oh. That sounds like a prediction to me, actually. So she's saying that Trump is going to be in for 8 years, Pence is going to be in for 8 years, and then who was the last person?
Yeah, Trump will be there for 8 years. I'll throw it in for free. Pence for 8 years, that's for free. And whoever Pence picks as vice president, 8 years, that's for free.
Oh, whoever Pence picks as vice president, that'll be 8 more years. This is a prediction. I know that it sounds like wishful thinking at first glance if you don't know who she is, but no, it was a prediction. She was saying, no, I'm sorry, it wasn't a prediction. It was a prophecy. It was a prophecy. This woman prophesies everything. She doesn't call herself pastor or preacher or sister or any of the other standard shit. She calls herself prophetess. She believes that God communicates with her, that God pulls her consciousness into heaven on a regular basis and lets her ride the lava streams. Seriously, that's something that she said, that God lets her touch his hair and draw pictures of him sometimes. Things that she's said. This is a prophecy, not a prediction, not wishful thinking. And it was in 2018.
I knew he was going to win. I mean, I knew Trump was going to win because I'm a business person, and this country needed a business person to lead it.
Wait, so she said she knew he was going to win because she's a business person and we need a business person. Again, that's not knowledge, that's hope. Does she understand the difference? Oh, and by the way, if you don't know how she originally got, like, giga famous, like how she really got a reputation, she's the woman who tried to knock Hurricane Dorian off course with her little Jesus stick. I don't know if you guys have seen that or not. Let me show you. This is a little clip I like to call Kat Kerr Weather Warrior. This is what got her famous, this clip right here. Watch.
So right now, at this moment, we take authority over Dorian that has no right off the coast of this state or anywhere. And we hit that storm to the east right now. And I'm going to do it 3 times.
Yeah, that's Kat Kerr Weather Warrior. That's how she got famous. So, anyways, this clip is from 2018. Hurricane Dorian was in 2019. So this clip that we're watching right now is slightly before the Kat Kerr Weather Warrior clip we just watched. Anyway, let's keep listening to Kat Kerr.
It caught me up to heaven 4 times. It showed me everything that would happen concerning Trump, and then showed me him sitting as president in the White House. There was nobody that couldn't convince me. He wasn't going to win. I don't care how many people running against him. We'll see. When God chooses you, and by the way, Trump said yes. Everybody say he said yes. He said yes.
Oh, wow. We are taking a dip into delusion land now. She's saying God called her up to heaven 4 times to show her that Donald Trump was going to win the 2020 election. Remember, this is in 2018. The next election following that was 2020. So this is her first prediction that I'm aware of. Maybe she did others, but the first one that I'm aware of, the prediction that Trump was going to win in 2020. And it fell flat, of course. Glorious. Let's watch what happened, how she reacted after he lost, unequivocally. Biden was inaugurated on January 20th, 2021. This is her reaction to that.
I say this is my land, and these are my people.
And by the by, if you didn't pick up on it, she is giving us this message like it's from God. God is telling us this through Kat Kerr. These are God's words.
And I have raised them up for such a time as this. My people have prayed. They have fasted. They have called on my name, and I will not turn a deaf ear unto them. But to the lost, to the wicked, to those who chose to cheat and steal and lie, they shall have every curse come upon them that they have spoken over my president, Donald J. Trump.
Yeah, she wasn't happy, to say the least. I wouldn't be either if I did a tour around the United States claiming on multiple occasions in 15 different ways that God told me that Trump was going to win the 2020 election. And then he loses. I would be pretty unhappy about that too. But you know what? I don't put myself in those positions because I don't believe God speaks to me. But here she is losing her fucking mind because what? God lied to her apparently, or she misheard God, but she couldn't let it go. She couldn't let it go, even after Biden was inaugurated. For months, she continued to claim that Donald Trump was the rightful president and was going to be president again. This year, 2021 is what she said. Obviously, we know how that turned out. She lost her shit over the inauguration for a solid, 15 minutes or something. This is only a couple minutes out of that clip. She just kept going and going and going. So early March rolls around, and the QAnon crowd gets it in their head that the actual inauguration day was March 4th, not January 20th. For some stupid, ridiculous, nonsensical reason that basically routes back to a corporation was created after the Civil War during Reconstruction, and the last actual president of the United States was Abraham Lincoln, I think, or Ulysses S. Grant or something like that, one of them. After the Civil War ended and the Confederacy rejoined the Union, a corporation was formed. And every president after that point was a president of the corporation of the United States rather than the government of the United States. So everything from the moment the Civil War ended to now is nullified and it's fake and it didn't happen. The inauguration date was one of those things. They changed it from March 4th to January 20th. Like in the 1920s or something, I think. So the QAnon people, they got in their head that Trump was going to be the next president after the Civil War ended. And he was going to come in and abolish the corporation of the United States that all these presidents have been working under all this time. And it was going to happen March 4th, 2021. So Kerr comes out with her little stick, waving it around as usual. She had some things to say right before Trump's new inauguration, March 4th. Listen to this.
Right now, I declare and I call forth our president to take his rightful place, Trump, to come forth right now, step into your destiny that God gave you, called you, appointed you, and anointed you for this time to declare over America, to help America. This is his choice, and we call you forth right now in the name of Jesus Christ, who is with you, who will always be with you. The people are with you. The prophets of God are with you. The military is with you. So come forth, step into your destiny now, saith the Lord.
Saith the Lord. She's speaking for the Lord. She just can't quit this guy, can she? She cannot give this dude up. There's another clip came out late February 2021, shortly before the clip that we just watched. Give this one a watch. This is her actually making a prediction, an open prediction here, that Trump's coming back.
They will be forced, talking about the news, will be forced to say these words. Trump has legally won the election, and he is the president of the United States for 4 more years. I was taken forward in time. I saw that happen. It may take a couple weeks. It could take a couple months. But the whole time, God is working out that plan until he can get everyone where he needs them.
Okay, why doesn't God just snap his fingers and put people where he needs them to be? If he wants Trump to be president, as she claims, as so many other people have claimed, like Johnny Enlow and others, just snap your fucking fingers. Dude made it rain for 40 days and 40 nights, and he's not powerful enough to just make Trump president all of a sudden? What happened? What happened to all that power? and that wisdom and knowledge and everything. Why isn't he just doing it? Why has he got to play these stupid games all the time, you know? And why has he got to drag Kat Kerr around by the nose, giving her little tidbits of information but not giving her all of it? Why? Just make Trump president if you want him to be president. I don't get it. Or is it possible maybe God never actually said that he wanted Trump to be president? Is that a possibility? I mean, that seems to be what the evidence is bearing out here.
People who are working on this also, when they've got everything they need, you capture those who have done wrong, you're going to know it. This is what God said. It will not be hidden when it starts. Everyone will know this is happening.
Wow, man. This is a callback to the storm, what QAnon calls the storm, where all of the people that they view as evil are going to get their comeuppance. They're all going to be arrested and put in jail, blah, 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 and then Trump's going to be restored. And she's saying when this happens, it's not going to be something that you're going to be unsure about. Everybody will know for a fact that this is happening. Why dig the hole for yourself? Why do you continue to dig your hole? I mean, it's entertaining as hell to watch, but just keep digging that hole and throw out the shovel, please.
And when it starts, everyone will know this is happening. And in the end, the only thing left that they can do is give the presidency to Donald Trump, because he won on November 3rd and 2020.
She lives in a delusion. Seriously, she's no longer connected to reality, if she ever was. I did a video not too long ago about her, actually, and I covered a lot of the older clips of her making these predictions. I'm not going to cover them all in this one. You can just go back on my podcast channel, I believe, and just search for Kat Kerr, and you'll see the most recent clip I did about her, and it has a lot more clips of her making all these predictions and crying and sobbing and saying, oh, Trump's going to be president again, I swear, God told me, like 4 times, you know, the whole 9 yards. But I just wanted to give you a little bit of background on who she is and what she had to say. Now I want to watch the latest clip. This is from October 20th, 2021. Let's give this clip a watch and see what she had to say.
He will have his 4 years. If someone, let's say they cheated in the Olympics and someone found out later and they had authority and were putting on high, they were putting higher positions or whatever, and then the real person was found out to be not guilty but innocent, they would have to reestablish from that time period if contracts were given or things were promised. They wouldn't settle for like, well, I've got half of this contract left that now I can do. No, they will have to give Trump the full 4 years that he actually won in 2020.
Oh, wow. Okay. So I guess she had to come up with an explanation for why Trump isn't being reinstated as president this year, because she specifically said Donald Trump is going to be president again in 2021. That's what she said. Johnny Enlow said the exact same thing. All of these end times prophets said it. Hank Kunneman said it, best friends with Kenneth Copeland. Kenneth Copeland made a lot of predictions too, although I don't want to say that he specifically predicted Trump would be president in 2021. I don't remember. I'd have to check on that. A whole bunch of these pastors said this about Donald Trump, and now they have to backtrack. Robin Bullock, actually, I don't know if you guys remember him, but he had one of the more clever explanations for this. People were asking him, like, I thought you said Trump was going to be president in 2021. What happened? And he said, if he walked into the presidency right now, walked into the Oval Office and took control, God would supernaturally push things out of the way. The reason that he's not president right now is because he has to want it. God won't force you to do anything. You have to go in and take action and do it yourself, basically. I thought that was one of the more clever explanations for why Robin Bullock was hilariously wrong about his prediction about Trump. I don't remember which clip it was, but Kat Kerr actually made a specific call out to that argument and said Donald Trump wants it. Okay, let's keep listening to Kat Kerr.
They wouldn't settle for like, well, I've got half of this contract left that now I can do. No, they will have to give Trump the full 4 years that he actually won in 2020. So he won't be president for a couple years. That's not going to happen. It won't happen, but God literally took me into the near future. I can't say if that's a week, a month. I can't say when that is. I literally saw the celebration in the streets, and God said, I will show you. I'll show you the victory. I'll show you the celebration.
You know, she doesn't seem like she would be unhinged from reality at first glance, right? I don't know. Nothing really seems off about her until she starts talking. Like, she doesn't have any kind of weird movements or anything like that. It's just really strange to listen to her open her mouth and say this real bizarre shit out of nowhere and believe it with such conviction. My question is, what's she going to say when Trump loses in 2024? Notice how she keeps moving the goalpost. She keeps pushing it back until it finally hits the mark. If Trump wins in 2024, she's going to say, see, I told you all along. I was right. All along. All of those pastors are going to say that. Even though it was a free and fair election ostensibly, and it was his next opportunity to take the presidency back in 2024. If he won it, they would say, we prophesied this was going to happen. And they're just going to pretend they never fucked up their prophecies before. They're just going to pretend they were right all along. What happens if he loses in 2024? My God, they're going to continue to disintegrate in front of everybody. And I'm just going to eat it up. It's going to be amazing. I'm going to have an endless amount of YouTube material to cover if he loses in 2024. God, I hope he loses. That will be so entertaining.